So I figured I'd show you this part. What I've done is I've squeezed a bunch of grease out of that grease tube, and now I'm just spreading it around on the top of the tank. This is a really messy, stupid process, and it may not be necessary, but I live in the land of salted roads, and when you have two pieces of metal that stick together loosely, where water and moisture and dirt can get in between, it's gonna rust. So this is one level of defense against rust. I'm just coating it, like absolutely coating it with grease. It'll also hold the packing strips in. This tank looks galvanized, so that will, be protection on its own. But this way, I don't have to worry about any moisture getting in there. I mean, if it does, this grease will pretty much repel it away from the metal for at least 20 years. I mean, after that, all bets are off. This thing's screwed. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I just want a nice even coating on the whole top so that it's somewhat sealed from the elements. So that's what I'm doing. After this, I'm going to put the packing strips on. I looked on the website, and they do run this way, not this way. So I'll put those on and hold the tank up there. And with all this grease on there, the tank should just stay. I don't need to bolt it in. So another positive benefit. Don't bolt your gas tank in because the grease will hold it. So, yeah. Anyway, when this tank shipped, and I took it out of the package, it had a thin film of grease on its own. So this is just kind of like extra insurance against rust. So hopefully some of that video was pointing in the right direction. Now I'm going to put the packing strips on and install it. Okay. Oh, you know what? So in this trunk there's this thing, which I will need to, you know what, I can put that in after. Check that out. Haha. So I can throw this in this hole afterwards. Cool. Alright. Alright. So hopefully you get to watch some of the tank installation. Alright, yeah. This thing is pretty slippery. So, I guess I'll start by putting it in the hole there. Of course, I can't see any of it. Is that going in? I can't hear you. Can't see. No light. Alright, I think it went up through. Is it hitting on this side? That's okay. Something like this. It's worth noting at this point that I greased the body of the car as well. This really hurts my head too. Oh, I hate that. Drop the lock washer. Oh. Where'd it go? Stuck to the side of the tank because of all the grease I used. Perfect. Alright, almost there. Why is everything so slippery? Don't understand. How could it be? Come on. Oh, I can't start it. Alright, there's one. So now, I'll do this one here and get to it. Ow. Stay. Okay. Well, that grease really helps. It actually holds the washers right in place. Okay. There. Alright, so that's in there. Now I can wipe the grease off. Go around and install all the bolts. Look at that shiny new tank. Alright. Alright, so now I'm in the trunk. And I'm going to install all of these fancy things. So looks like that's the old paper one. I think the paper one goes down first, then the metal washer, and then the boltonator. So as you can see, that's not quite lined up, so, or just maybe grease in the way. It's funny how that feels. Oh, that's right, okay. So I'm gonna run around and put these on. One here, one there. Stick bolt in, spin on. So it's pretty basic. Hopefully you have enough light. And then, so I just want to get these all in before I crank them all down. That way I know they'll all fit. I've done that 100 times. I go crazy, and see, that one's not lined up. So, and neither is that one actually. So anyway, I'm gonna look at getting those fixed. So anyway, sorry I'm not being very congruent here.